One of the most seminal dreams in my life was during a very dark time in my life. It was summer of 2020. We were all still fresh into the pandemic. Anxiety was a household occurrence to all of us. I went through a tough breakup, and so everything changed. Suddenly, from living with somebody and spending 24/7, I was alone. Friends wouldn't really come visit. It was just, we were all so isolated, so anxious. At the same time, I had just started my company, Wakefully, and I was bootstrapping, and I was really in a lot of fear and hesitation about what the future holds and how will I lift this off the ground. And one night I had this dream where I find myself standing at the edge of a cliff with two other people. But the two other people were also versions of me. So it was male me, female me, and then little me, the one that is ashamed, is an insecure, that little one that we push really deep inside and we don't want to deal with. And we found ourselves at the edge of a cliff. We were going somewhere. We came from somewhere, we were going somewhere, but we were at the edge of a cliff and we were trying to think about how can we get to where we're going. And we were thinking trains, planes, automobiles, but even an Uber wouldn't come to an edge of a cliff. So it wasn't like a big heroic moment when we decided to jump, but we jumped because that was the only way to get anywhere but there. And so we jumped, and now we're in the mid-air, into the abyss, all three of us, and suddenly we're in mid-air, and I don't know what's up or what's down, and it's just like in a vacuum. And so little Mimi, the ashamed, the afraid, the I don't deserve anything, I'm nothing, I'm a failure, etc., asked very, very fearfully, are we falling? And male me said, no, we're flying. And in the moment, because it was still me saying it, it was still an embodiment of me, part of me, that I needed to drag out of myself. Immediately, the view changed into this picturesque, like almost cartoon-like countryside. And indeed, we were flying and floating very safely to our destination. This is what I want people to have. Because the next day I had a meeting with my investors and they decided to invest in my company. Because I decided to take a leap of faith and literally jump off the cliff into the unknown. Our whole life was thrown into the unknown. And to get that courage to make that leap is what really started my company.